Here we have the Adafruit Gemma. This is an mini Arduino board made by Adafruit. And it's about the size of a coin, and it's really not that expensive, about $10 or $13 US. And I had a little bit of trouble trying to get it set up on Arch Linux, and today I just want to show you how you can set it up on Arch Linux so you can just program for it and upload your code. So let's go ahead and head on to the computer to get this thing working. So the first thing in getting this thing to work is getting these UDev rules added to the machine. Now, under the UDev documentation for Arch Linux, you can find at the very end there are some embedded devices rules, and the ones that we need for this device is the USBtinyISP Programmer rules. So there's just two here, and we actually only need this one, at least for the black version of the Adafruit Gemma. Now we can just add both of them in this case. So what you just want to do is go on to your terminal, and you can use your favorite text editor. I like gedit. So what you want to do is run it as root to add this file into the system. So you can do su -c or just sudo and /etc udev rules.d /50 embed ed underscore devices .rules. Make sure it's spelled correctly, and we actually need to do sudo and then use your text editor. You can use vi, vim, whatever you like. I'm going to use gedit, and type in your password. And here is the file. You can see that it's blank because the file has not been created yet. This is a new file. And what you want to do is just go in and copy and paste this. I could actually just leave this in the description and then go back and paste it into the editor and then press save. And then we can exit out of that. Now that you've added that to the system, you'll want to restart the UDev rules. So now here is how you can load the new rules. It's listed in the same article, udevadm control -- reload. So we can just do this as root, so su, so we can get into the root access, the shell, and run this, and then udev adm trigger. And now the rules should be loaded. Now you want to make sure that you have the latest version of the Arduino IDE installed, and in Arch Linux you can get that from the Arch user repository, which can be installed by either downloading the package and extracting it and going into the folder and typing makepkg or makepkg, and then installing it using pacman -u and then the package that it created. So you can do that, or you can use yaourt, which is from the command line, which just grabs it from the repository and installs it using yaourt Arduino, and you'll pick. You don't need to be root at this doing that, but you type that and then you choose 3, which is the Arduino package that you need to install. You will only have yaourt if you have manually installed it, or if it came with the Arch distribution that you are using. So I've already got it installed, and so I'm going to go ahead and run over to it. So I've actually got it already open, and here you can see this is before I added the UDev Rules to the file system, but now that it's added, it should work. So I'm going to go ahead and connect the Arduino Gemma to the computer, and actually what you have to do is press the button on the Arduino Gemma and then press the upload button on the Arduino software. So right here I have a simple Arduino program using pin 1 and turning it on and then off with a delay of 1 second. So make sure you're using pin 1 because the default is pin 13, and you don't want to use pin 13 because there's no light on pin 13 on the Gemma. Now what you want to do is go into Tools and make sure you have the board Arduino Gemma selected. And you will only have this if you have the latest version of Arduino. And then for the programmer, you use USBtinyISP. Now this is only for the black version. In the teal version of the Gemma, you use Arduino Gemma Programmer. But I have the black version. So now I'm going to, what you need to do is press the button on the board and choose upload. Alright, so here you can see that it has an input-output error, but that's actually something that is expected. Some reason it does that sometimes in Linux, because when I was looking at the setup for the ID for this Arduino Gemma, it actually mentions that. And I'll also leave this article in the description just in case you're having any issues. So here you can see it talks about on Linux, if you get the error message, etc., it can be generally ignored, but it should not interfere with the program upload. So you can just ignore that and it should be fine. And if you look at the Gemma, you can see that the light on the Gemma is blinking. Hopefully this helped. Let me know if you have any questions, and thank you for watching.